Hi, welcome to another fun story time with Miss Sarah and Miss Melissa. Today we're going to be talking about African American culture, authors, and characters. So all of our books are going to be featuring those things. And I'm going to get this started with one of my very favorite African American picture books. This is Jazz Baby. And this is written by Lisa Wheeler. Pictures are by R. Gregory Christie. Jazz Baby. And jazz is a type of music that actually was in Louisiana, in New Orleans, and that was something that started in African American communities there. So this is Jazz Baby. You can see that they're taking out the record, the Jazz Baby record. Brother's hands tap, sister's hands snap, itty bitty baby's hands clap, clap, clap. It's got that good beat. Grandpa toot toots, Granny sings scat, bitty bop and baby goes rat tat tat. Cool. Mama sings high, Daddy sings low. Snazzy jazzy baby says, go man, go! So they toot 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 and snap snap snap, and the bouncing baby bebops with the clap clap clap. There he is, look at him. The whole family's getting in on it. Auntie toe taps, Uncle soft shoes. Fancy dancing baby sings doo-wop doo. Cousins boom boom, neighbors hip hop. Rompin' stompin' baby goes bop bop bop. He's having a good time. Mama swings high, Daddy swings low. Swinging singing baby says, go man, go! So they boom, 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 and they hip, hip, hop, and the bouncing baby boogies with the bop, bop, bop. Drummers beat, beat, bass players strum, snappy, happy baby goes rum, tum, tum. Playing with the music notes there. Tempo goes up, lights go down. Busy, dizzy baby goes round and round. Daddy jumps high, Mama bends low. Laughing limbo baby says, go man, go! So they beat, 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 and they strum, 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 and the bouncing baby limbos with the rum, tum, tum. Brother's arms hold, sister's arms hug, rockabye and baby so warm and snug. Grandpa smiles wide, Granny smiles too. Drowsy dozy baby sings, la la loo. Think he's getting tired? Sounds like it. Daddy sings blues, Mama sings sweet, while that snoozy woozy baby sleeps deep, deep, deep. Oh yeah. I like that story. Did you guys like that one? I love the beat in that jazz. Pretty cool. Well, I know Miss Melissa has another fun book for you, so I'm going to let her come and introduce hers. All right, so I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit.
Okay, I've got a book about Harriet Tubman. So mine is actually a book about a real person. Harriet Tubman. This is by Marion Dane Bauer, illustrated by Tammy Lyon. It starts with Harriet Tubman was born in the United States of America. She was born a slave. Her parents were slaves. Her brothers and sisters were slaves. To be a slave meant that someone else owned you. That person can make you work very, very hard. So they don't look very happy, do they? That was hard work they had to do. That person could even sell you like a sack of potatoes. Harriet didn't want to be a slave. She wanted to be free. Here she is down here. Now, when Harriet grew up, she ran away from the South where she had always lived. So this is where people were working as slaves, doing different things. She traveled at night, following the North Star. She trudged through woods and swamps. See, she had to travel at night so she wouldn't get caught. Some good people helped her reach the north where no one was allowed to own slaves. And at last, she was free. So here we are in Philadelphia was the city that she went to. But her parents and her brothers and her sisters were still slaves. So she really couldn't enjoy herself knowing that her family was still there. So what did she do? She went back. She made the dangerous journey to the south again. She brought her sister and her sister's 2 children with her. So if she had been caught, that would have been a bad thing. She would have been hurt. So she risked it though. She traveled south many, many times, always hiding, always going at night. She brought hundreds of slaves to freedom. And there were still thousands more though that she wasn't able to help. She tried her best though. She brought her brothers and her parents too. So she finally got her family. She was very fortunate. Then in 1861, the North, that was the north part of the country, went to war with the South. She became a nurse, a cook, and a spy. She led troops to help the slaves. So she did a lot of work. When the Civil War ended and the slaves were freed, she still kept working for rights for women, all women. Because at that time, women couldn't vote. They really couldn't work. So she helped women get their rights too. She was one of the first leaders. She also set up a home for the old and poor black people, and she brought her parents to live there. So where they could no longer work, they had a place where they could live and be taken care of. She was born a slave, but she didn't stay a slave. She became a proud, strong, free woman. So Harriet Tubman did a lot of good things. You can find more books about her in your library or online. Now, before the next book, I'm going to do a little finger play. I'm going to hold up my hand like this. I'm making a cup, and I've got another cup here. Now I'm putting my thumb up. I'm making a pot of tea. And what do? You pour it into the cup. And what do you do next? You drink it. So let's do it together. Here's a cup, and here's a cup, and here's a pot of tea. Pour it in, and have a drink with me. Don't forget to blow it off if it's hot. All right, so Sarah has another book for us.
Hi, guys. And I'm going to angle this up just a little bit. Yep. All right. So, for the last book that we're going to share with you today, this one is also about a real person, keeping with my music theme. And this one is Rap-a-Tap-Tap. Here's Bojangles. Think of that. So this is about this guy, very famous. This is by Leo and Diane Dillon. There once was a man who danced in the street. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at that, you can see him tapping his feet there. He brought pleasure and joy to the people he'd greet. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at that. He didn't just dance, he made art with his feet. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at him go. He danced past doors. Some were open, some were closed. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at him going. He danced past folks in fancy clothes. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at that, dressed in their finest. He danced through a place people called the Skids. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced through crowds of laughing kids. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at the kids are kind of trying to dance like him. But nobody could. That was the amazing thing about him. His feet fairly flew as he tipped his hat. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He briefly paused to pat an old cat. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He danced, rain or shine, all kinds of weather. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. People listened each day for his toe-tapping clatter. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Look at him go. He danced many rhythms that were seldom the same. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. Dance was his passion, and it brought him fame. There he is in fancy clothes. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. He's up there performing on stage. Bojangles, Bojangles, that was his name. Rap-a-tap-tap, think of that. And I like this book because at the end it has information about this guy. So his name was Bill Bojangles was his nickname. So his name was Bill Robinson. And he is known as the greatest tap dancer of all time. His fame has reached mythic proportions, and he had charm and charisma. It was said he talked with his feet. Wow. His rhythms were so intricate and fast, it was impossible for other dancers to repeat some of them. So no one could dance like he could. It says during the Great Depression, which was in the 1930s, Bill Robinson was the highest paid black entertainer. And he shared his wealth with less fortunate friends and neighbors through the hard times. He performed shows on Broadway as well as in many famous clubs around the country. And he danced in several films, including 4 with the child star Shirley Temple. I love that. On May 25th, 1989, Congress declared that day, which was his birthday, as National Tap Dance Day in Bill Robinson's honor. Isn't that amazing? I love that. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed all of our stories about famous African Americans and all the awesome things that they did for our country and for their culture. And you can learn more about them online at tularepubliclibrary.org. You can get onto one of our databases there and look up information about Bojangles, about Harriet Tubman. Maybe you want to read about John Coltrane. Maybe you want to know about Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah, you can check out some of them online on our resources as well. I'll see you next time for another fun story time. Until then, take care, be safe, and be well. Bye, guys.